Okay, 8.4. I can solve operations, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, with two numbers expressed in scientific notation, including problems that include both decimals and scientific notation. Okay. So let's see. We need to find the value, provide the answer in both scientific and standard notation. So standard would look like that. Scientific would look like this. Remember that this number needs to be between 1 and 9.9999999. Right? And this is 10 to the something power. So all of these problems have one of the numbers in standard notation. Move this over. Standard notation, scientific notation. This one is scientific and standard. At least these are both in scientific. And this is in standard and scientific. So the issue with this type of problem is I need to either turn this into scientific notation or turn this into standard notation. I'm going to do this problem both ways so that we understand. So this is 10 to the negative fifth power. So I need to turn this into 10 to the negative fifth power as well so that I can add them. So I'm going to move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is now 33 times 10 to the negative fifth power. Even though this isn't in proper standard notation, or excuse me, scientific notation, I at least have it to the same power. And this is 5, 10 to the negative fifth power. Now I can add these. 33 and 5 is 38, 10 to the negative fifth power. Now I just need to convert this into proper scientific notation. So I need to make this number smaller, which would make this number bigger. So this becomes 3.8 times 10 to the, if I make this 10 times bigger, it becomes to the negative fourth power. Okay. Now I can turn this into standard notation by simply moving this decimal 4 places to the left, 1, and then 3 zeros. Right, we went 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's one way to do it. Turn them both into the product of a number and a power of 10, and these have to be the same power of 10. And then simply add. Or we could have turned this into a decimal. So if this is 5, and I want to turn it into a decimal, I need to move the decimal 5 places to the left. So it'd be 1, and then 4 more zeros. And we would add it to 0.00033. And if we add that, oh, it's the same answer. And then from there, I would just need to turn it into scientific notation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.8 times 10 to the negative 4. So any of these problems, you can either turn it into standard notation and add or subtract or perform whatever operation, and then convert it to scientific. Or you could convert both numbers into scientific notation, perform the operation, and then write in the two ways. So let's look at this next one. Okay, I'm going to turn this into the 10 to the 7th power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8.45, 10 to the 7th. If I move this 7 places, it's 0.12. Okay, we have to make it to the same power of 10. So this stays the same, we just need to subtract these. 8.33 times 10 to the 7th. And then standard notation, I need to move this decimal 7 places. So 1, 2, and then 5 zeros. 2. Again, we could have turned this number into standard notation and then done the subtraction, but I prefer scientific notation. All right, here we need to divide. 7.2 is not divisible by, oh, sorry, gotta move the camera. 7.2 is not divisible by 4, but 72 is. So I'm going to turn this into 72 times 10. If I make this bigger, I have to make that smaller. This is division. So 72 divided by 4 is 18. When I divide, I need to subtract exponents. -4 minus a -5. That becomes a big plus, so it's 1. So this is 18 times 10 to the first power. Well, standard notation, that's 180. Scientific notation, if I make this smaller, I have to make this bigger. 1.8 times 10 squared. I couldn't leave it like this because 18 is not a number between 1 and 9.99999. I had to turn it into 1.8. All right, next one. I'm going to turn this into scientific notation. 1, 2, 3 places. Okay, I have to take 5.28 and multiply it by 3. And then these exponents, I have 10 to the 3rd and 10 to the 6th. That's going to be 10 to the 9th. But I need to multiply these. So 5 times 3, that's going to be about 15 something. So let's see. $15.84 times 10 to the 3rd and 6th is 9th. That's not in proper notation. I have to make this smaller. So I have to make this bigger to balance it. All right, so this gets moved. 1, 2, 3, and then 7 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 3, 3. 15,840,000,000. Okay, and that is that.